Hello everybody, today is Monday and it is hot. So hot in fact that I have the doors closed because the air coming off the concrete is cooler than outside. It's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It is 85 degrees out there and extremely humid, to the point where I had to run to AutoZone to get some light bulbs, which I'll talk about. And when I hopped out of the truck, my glasses fogged up. So that's how you know it's humid here in Minnesota, is when your glasses fog up, it's pretty bad. So, what do we have going on here? I just put on these marker lights on the bottom corners and had the truck in here and verified that they do work. Had to do a little different than normal. Normally you'd screw these to the metal frame, and the ground tab is integrated on this side for the screw. Well, obviously this just goes in the wood, so I had to run a separate ground from here to the actual frame, and then I got my wire with my pot on it. But that's it for the lights. That's all of them. All of them work. Last night I had a friend over and we just hung out here, but kind of did a different design on this, more like my original design. I used the piano hinge. We had to keep one of these 2x2s because otherwise it wouldn't quite work. I could do the piano hinge on the top, but regardless, I just kept it. And then all I had left was this, which actually came in handy because you can hang a garbage bag on here, and it actually doesn't look that bad. I used some picture frame wire. I was going to use chain, but the chain, this is rated for 50 pounds. The chain I could find, which was like 3 times the price, was only rated for like 20 pounds. So, just folds up, locks into place. I'm going to redo the bottom. I'm going to put another 2x4 like that across here and then box it in. But the good thing is I can put a pin in this and it's not going anywhere. When you're driving down the road, it's not on the back or anything like that, so that it won't pull. And you just unhook it, drops down. You have a beautiful table. I already put on the camp grill that I have, my propane one that's over there, and the propane will sit on here and that too. So this just folds up real nice and you're good to go. So I'm actually pleased with that. Obviously it'll get painted all the way around so it won't look too out of place, but yeah, I think it looks great. And the wires just kind of tuck up and fold in on their own. I also used some picture frame wire on the front here, and that is to help take any weight off of the air conditioner. I do still plan on building some sort of a block deal on the bottom like that, but this will help with riding down the roads with bumps. Someone said that I should use, I can't remember, a different way on this. I have to look at that comment again, but I just had her turned on and she was leaking water all over the place, so I know that it's working really good. Works really good in there. I got half of my 1 gallon of roofing put on. I put it on real thick, so now I'll put on another coat today, and I'll just keep going about that until it's all gone. But it feels good and solid and almost a little squishy because it's a rubberized coating, but it is sealing up halfway decent around the screws. I do put it in these cracks really heavy, and they're filling up slowly but surely. But I think that with another, this is like 3 or 4 coats, so with another 3 or 4 coats, you won't be able to see any of the grain. These will all be filled in. It should look really, really nice. Still gonna run a bead of caulking around it though, I think, just to be safe. Trying to think of what else I've done. Oh, so originally for the air conditioner and for the shelf, I had bought this chain. This chain is garbage. It's so light duty. It's rated for 10 pounds, but when you get any weight on there at all, it unbends these links, which are, you know, you can see. So I had it on the front, and when I would screw it in and get a little tension on there, it would just break and fall apart. So the same thing happened with the side. You get a little weight on there, it just slowly bends, breaks off. So I decided to just get rid of it. I painted it all. It's all, for the most part, done being painted. I did just paint over all the latches and stuff. I thought over time, you know, it'll wear off, and it was just too hard to sit here and try to go over it all really meticulously. So clean the inside out. I don't know if you guys seen that. I painted the top and the side, which is still yet to have another coat on it, but I painted all that. It's gonna be painted real heavy. I think I'm gonna box this in with 2x, and I'll put one of those windows on it. That's the plan. So I need to get around to doing that. Just one of those small windows. That way I can see out of all 4 sides. As you guys know, I redid the screens. They're working awesome, but cleaned her all up. And yeah, I'm excited. This thing is turning out awesome. So yeah, and all the lights work. As soon as this stuff is still drying, it's hard in some spots, but as soon as all that stuff, like right here, this is gonna definitely need caulking. It's way too out of tolerance. I won't be able to fill that, but as soon as this is all done, we'll get this on, we'll get it caulked around there, and we'll be pretty much ready to go. So awesome, right? Anyways, now that I let all the hot air in here, so the concrete's starting to sweat, and so I think I'm gonna take my water inside, have a little lunch, hang out in there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, project's coming along nicely. We'll get that last bit of roofing done, and I'll get that worked on, and that's like it. The only thing I might get is some different fenders, because these ones are like, if this was like a 5 or 6 foot wide trailer, this is what these are for, is they sit inside, and I just can barely, I've tried to set them up there and I can barely bear to look at them, because it just doesn't, they just have never looked right. They're not big enough and for this application. So I want some real fenders on here, maybe spray paint them shiny like everything else, and I think that will work out really, really nice. So alright, I gotta eat because I'm hungry, but thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.